It's 5 o'clock on this Tuesday evening, January 19th, 2021, and directed by Newswoman and Naughton. This will be the original 5 o'clock news on this Tuesday evening, January 19th, 2021. It's 5 o'clock. Mountain temperature started at 42 degrees. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. This is the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news for Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. Top stories at the 5 o'clock hour is Mitch McConnell says Capitol mob was provoked by Trump. Biden victory until chief commits to public assessment of Canadian threat. Donald Trump will try to play the impeachment to his advantage as he did the first. Self-styled military members planning to storm the U.S. Capitol days in advance of the January 6th attack, court document showed. FBI says finding pipe bomb makers a top priority. Before Biden administration official reveals. Biden immigration bill will put millions of illegal immigrants on an 8-year fast track to citizenship. Biden picks transgender doctor Rachel Levine as assistant health secretary. Melania Trump's breaking in a White House tour tradition and unfortunate according to Ashley Biden. Joe Biden has confidence in America's major European allies, according to a survey. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania women accused of stealing Nancy Pelosi's laptop arrested overnight in Pennsylvania. Fierce winds reignite fire south of San Francisco region. Rescue crews work to save trapped gold miners in China. Dubai, party haven amid pandemic faces its biggest surge. China WHO acted too slow to contain COVID-19, says independent panel. December. European Canadian officials have approved the plans for the Boeing 737 MAX grounded for almost 2 years after 346 people died and 2 crashes to fly again soon. U.S. Britain declared terror strike group 2021 deployment. Seoul reduces China risk by joining trade partnership, think tank says. South Korean prosecutor dropped charges in Seoul Wolf furry case. The United Nations said Tuesday that an armed group in the Central African Republic has killed 2 peacekeepers, making a journey even to Delaware Mountain for its forces. The United States on Tuesday sanctioned a network of oil entities that officials have said have helped the regime of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro accept existing penalties. A 16th century copy of the world's most accepted painting, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvatore Monday, which was stolen from a Naples museum, is recovered. South Korean President Moon Jae-in met with ongoing U.S. Ambassador Harry Harris. Israel Defense Minister Benny Gantz on Tuesday halted a proposal by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to legalize civil, unrecognized West Bank outposts, called the move irresponsible. President-elect Joe Biden administration has signaled it will cancel move by the Trump administration to lift the COVID-19 travel bans to the United States, but most of Europe and Brazil. North Korean budget increased by a lower rate for 2021 than last year at a session in the Spring People's Assembly on Sunday, according to Seoul's Unification Ministry. Yes, looking well for losses last year. We Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 116 points and tech stocks up and then Nasdaq rise. Okay, looking at the stocks now. Up 116.26 at 3930.52. SP 5 up 3.66 at 3798.91. And Nasdaq up 198.68 at 197.18 as incoming CDC director optimistic COVID-19 vaccines will work against new variants. Shannon Juby ramped up criticism of Biden's stimulus plan during a Yale hearing. Bed Bath and Beyond stopped selling my pillow after CEO's Capitol Siege comments. Electric truck maker Rivian raises $2.65 billion at the first vehicle launch. Office Depot rejects takeover from Staples, but says it's open to other types of ventures. Five of Biden's cabinet picks that begin in Senate confirmation hearings. Europe, Canada moved to put Boeing 737 MAX back in the air. U.S. Britain declared career strike group 2021 deployment. The United States passed another summer milestone on Tuesday. A total more than 400,000 COVID-19 deaths over the past year since the start of the pandemic. Federal prosecutors on Tuesday charged the leader of an anti-governmental group with conspiracy to obstruct official proceedings stemming from a violent assault on the U.S. Capitol this month. Microsoft said Tuesday that the partner with General Motors and Cruise to ramp up its commercialization of self-driving vehicles. COVID-19 patients treated also as ICUs during periods of increased demand are nearly twice as likely to die from disease compared to those who receive care during the low demand periods that study published by JAMA. As more states legalize marijuana and more shops begin to sell, more young adults are using pot and developing drug use disorders due to steady fines. In Norfolk, an alleged drunk driver was arrested after his car struck the sign in front of a Gulf gas station on Denver Street, police said on Monday. Industrial Bar Pizza is having its moment. Funeral session for Norton police officers. Stephen and Foster's. And despite the division, local legislature is hopeful for future. Locals unite to see the C-Note. Boston Citrus still to take on $31 from Weymouth Home. Moderna says possible allergic reactions to COVID-19 vaccine under investigation. New CDC director pledges to speed vaccination, restore trust in agency. What are you going to do to avoid the new coronavirus variant right now? 7 COVID-19 cases associated with a Washington County woman who has UK variant. The fossil revealed that. Let's skip that. NASA knows what caused the early energy shutdown of first SLS. Moon rocket during the major test of intelligence have made found the largest dinosaur of all time. With latest Starlink launch, SpaceX will set record for rapid reuse. In sports, Patrick Mahomes rips Barnes back Wilson NFL for trash football after hitting Chiefs quarterback. It's on Sunday also the deletement from Jared Porter disaster. And the UFC 257, women files multi-million-dollar personal injury lawsuit against Conor McGregor and Peter Chelnusan. 5:06. Time now for Peter Channel Traffic Treasure Check. Baby! MBT, red line dispersed delays after 10 minutes due to police activity at Charles MGH. The trains may stand by at stations. And take a look at the commuter rail. And the ferries are looking good. Take a look at the highways and byways in New England. First, 95 at the southbound side. A little bit slow when the contact with Bobby the stretch. 146 northbound side, a little bit slow around the North Smithfield area. 123 slow on both ends in the north area from Solomon School all the way down to Wendell's because of the Stephen DeFossis procession. At St. Mary's Church in Norton, Summer Expressway southbound side, so between Boston and Quincy. 495 northbound side, a little bit slower between Marlborough and Hudson, and 290 on the eastbound side, a little bit slower on the Marlborough stretch. And 290 westbound side, a little bit slower, Route 9 in Worcester, and Western Mass highways are looking good. And 91 southbound side, a little slower between upstate Vermont and 89 and Vermont. New Hampshire and Maine highways are looking good. Peter Childers time, 5:08. Time now for weather report. It's going to be an upper level disturbance. Will bring some scattered snow showers and flurries that are region on Wednesday, followed by very cold temperatures Wednesday night. Essentially chilly temperatures on Thursday will be followed by supposed to be mild weather on Friday ahead of a strong cold front. This weather will bring very cold and windy conditions that have reached this weekend, but with barely dry weather. We'll need to watch low pressure to stop early next week, but odds in favor. Minnesota clouds and blow this time. And scattered snow showers were moving across central Massachusetts, Norfolk, Connecticut, and Rhode Island late this afternoon, and localized very brief bursts of heavy snow will reduce the visibility briefly, but roadways will remain wet for the most part. And this activity was associated with shortwave cold pool aloft, raised on a steep 1,007 milliwatt lapse rate. The surface temperatures were above freezing, but 7 neighborhoods of me see a quick cordon on grass. The surface of localized brief heavy snow showers, and most roadways should remain wet, but a very few slit spots are possible. At the height rate of the Worcester Hills, this activity should depart early this evening as short wave exists the region. And the riddle even anticipates that uprise expect even clouds and clear and skies and dry weather at night. Temperature level will be similar to last night, so the forecast gets calls for the minimum temperatures in the 20s, possibly a few upper teens in northwest Mass. Massachusetts. Right now, 41 degrees in Boston, 42 in Taunton, 48 Providence, 38 Adelaide. Watkins, 48 Falmouth, 39 Chattanooga, 38 in Parkside, 38 in Nantucket, 37 in Fitchburg and Worcester, and Hartford and Springfield, and 36 in Massachusetts, 34 in Denver and Waterbury, Connecticut, 38 Bridgeport, Connecticut, 40 in New Haven, 40 in Groton, Connecticut, 40 in New York City, 34 in New York City, 34 in Albany, it's 29 in Groton, 31 in Springfield, Vermont, 37 in Manchester, Hampshire, 33 in John, Hampshire, 31 in Lackawanna, Hampshire, 34 in Portsmouth, Hampshire, 33 in Sanford, Maine, and 32 in Taunton, Maine. Okay, forecast goes like this. Scattered snow showers before 7 p.m. For tonight, mostly clouds scattered. Then gradually mostly clouds scattered at 25 degrees. West of the wind, 3 to 6 miles just at 30%. Low to no surveillance expected Wednesday, slight to snow showers after 11 a.m. Mostly clouds scattered, 37 at low, 18 degrees light for wind, given northwest wind. 5 to 10 miles in the morning, west gate size, 32 miles just at 20% for Thursday, slight chance of snow showers before 2 p.m. Practice south at 35, low 25 degrees. Calway Cape to southwest wind, 5 to 7 miles in the morning, just at 20%. Friday, most Saturday for 43 at a low 21, westward about 3 to 7 mile an hour for Saturday. Most Saturday for 31 at a low 16 degrees, northwest about 10 to 50 mile gust size. 31 mile an hour for Sunday, Sunday for 31 at a low 16 degrees, northwest about 11 to 13 mile an hour gust size. 28 mile an hour for Monday, plus to Saturday 34 degrees, northwest about 5 mile an hour for Monday night. Check the show, mostly clouds scattered with 23 degrees, northwest about 3 to 5 mile an hour, just at 30%. If Tuesday, check the snow, plus to Saturday 34 degrees. Early mountain, it's skies. And this just in, 2005 6 new COVID-19 cases and 45 individual deaths reported in Massachusetts. 5 o'clock news on this January 19th, 2021 on a Tuesday evening. I'm Peter J. Woods. Hope you have a good evening, guys. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you at 10 o'clock for 10 o'clock work. You have a good evening.